This video chart presentation of Wavefront Energy and Environmental Services brought to you by allpennystocks.com. Wavefront trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the ticker WEE. Chart caught my eye because of a double bottom sort of look to it. Holding a pretty good support, didn't even dip back down to 88 cents where it touched back in August. After a little bounce, hit 92. Nice run after that, all the way up to $1.69. Came back down, held 91 cents again. Looks like it's trying to climb once more. Still seeing the chart making higher lows, even going all the way back through there. See, the last time this MACD's come back down, it didn't even dip as low as it did back in August. Looks like we're getting a bullish cross about ready to happen. Histogram's about ready to pop back through zero. That's bullish. That's something that we look for. Pretty similar look to the PPO. Seeing a higher low once again. Always establishing an uptrend. That's what you look for. ADX is in a pretty nice position. We talk about this for reversals a lot of times. Bottom plays. Want to see that negative DI up on top of the positive DI. That gives it plenty of room to reverse course. So that has a pretty nice look to it as well. MFI, all three aspects of it, moving in unison together, heading towards 50. Breaking through some pretty stout downtrends they had. So what we're going to want to see is all three of these continue. The 7 is, of course, leading the way through the 50. Getting a little bit of separation, but not too bad. It's nice to see them all moving together. Want to see the 7 break through 50, but it's most important we see is 14 and 21 make its way up there as well. You can see 7 pop through here, 14 and 21. Either one of them could make it through it. They're still in a pretty nice position to try and make that move. Long-term accumulation distribution in a strong downtrend, although pretty far away. We're going to look for that downtrend to try and follow in the future. It's nice to see that's made a little bit of a bounce, got a little bit of uptrend going on with it now. That, of course, is reiterated by this shaken money flow, which is making a strong move back towards zero. You can see throughout the course of this 9-month chart, selling pressure has definitely been dominant. So we're going to look for this recent uptrend to continue, try and break through zero, and see if buying pressure can finally overcome selling pressure. CCI just now breaking through negative 100. That's the first bullish sign you're going to get. Same way with the full stow coming out of 20 at this point. I would have rather seen this not make it a lower low through here, but overall making the move through 20 is what you want to see. Most of the indicators are starting to give a hint of possibly starting to curl and reverse. If you look at them, you can see that they're kind of starting to flatten out a little bit. That's not a big deal at this point, but it's something to keep an eye on. Tricks looks like it's going to hold above this bottom, where I look for that to flatline, curl, make a cross through the signal line. RSIs are in a nice position, but again, much like the MFIs and some of the other indicators, they're kind of at make or break points. They're getting real close to that 50 barrier where the chart can try and turn bullish. So they're going to need to continue and make that break up into the upper level of these indicators to make this chart look a little bit more appealing. It's nice that it's got a little bit of climb going on. You can see today it closed up about 2%, closed at $1.05, 158,000 shares traded. Volume slacked off a little bit on that move. What this chart's going to need to do, I would not even look down here to 88 cents. Possibly if it came back down, then maybe. But I would be looking for this chart to hold right through there, about 94 cents. It could dip a hair lower, maybe down to 92. But if it comes down here and it's starting to selling pressures looking like it's going to be dominant, that would be an exit point probably for me. So that's where my stop loss would be set. More importantly, if this chart's going to take on that bullish look I was referring to, it's going to need to start by pushing through this $1.05. You can see it was a pretty good resistance level through here. Had a tough time with it a day over. So it's going to have to start by doing that. But then I'm going to want to see volume pick up. And I'm going to want to see it blow through this $1.10. If it can blow through that $1.10, there's a pretty good chance this is going to find a nice little uptrend to it. Perhaps something like this from earlier on this year, where that's just huge gains. That's a straight up double, basically. So that resistance right in front of it's going to be a little bit. But it was some more resistance and support right through that $1.10 area, and that middle Bollinger Band is coming into play. A little bit of support and resistance just earlier on a few weeks ago. So I'm going to want to see volume explode. It could kind of creep through this $1.05, and that wouldn't be that big of a deal. But if it's going to blow through this, I'm going to want to see volume really pick up, take that out. If it does, I think it's got a pretty good shot at coming up here and challenging this 50-day moving average. It will meet some more PPS resistance right there around $1.20 just in this recent past. But I think that moving average resistance is going to be a lot tougher of an area on to move through that 50. Even though there's just a little bit of price per share resistance, that area is going to be pretty tough in my opinion. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this WEEV chart and seeing how it reacts to this $1.05, and if it dips back down, how it acts when it gets near the support level. As always, annotated video chart is merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.